It's nearly impossible to imagine having a family member who's been diagnosed with a disease that requires a bone marrow transplant, and no one in the family, including yourself, is a match to donate. Sadly, that is the reality for 70% of patients needing bone marrow or stem cells, and they have no other choice but to go to the bone marrow registry. They rely on a total stranger, someone who is willing to donate whatever they can in hopes of saving their life. 9 News reporter Corey Rose introduces us to a woman who did just that. And while she knows she saved a 13-year-old's life, she feels that 13-year-old also saved hers.
Oh, it tugs at your heartstrings? You absolutely, you do. I mean, no matter what the age, it's somebody's family member. It's a father out there, a grandparent, a mother, a father. In this case, it was somebody's son.
There's something to be said.
How do you say no when you know there's a family out there that you can help?
About someone who gives a part of herself.
I was gonna do what I could. Yeah.
For no reason other than to help a complete stranger.
And it was just so special.
Denise Camacho joined the Bonfils Bone Marrow Registry, never thinking that anything would ever come of it.
2 years later, I get a phone call that I'm possibly a match. I need to go in for further testing. And all they told me was there was a 13-year-old boy in Cleveland who had leukemia.
That 13-year-old boy was Enrique Linares. He was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Without, her, I honestly probably wouldn't be here right now.
His entire family, 38 people in all, were tested to be a donor.
My parents, my grandparents, my brother, nobody was a match for me.
After nearly 2 years spent mostly in the hospital, undergoing countless radiation procedures, chemo, and blood transfusions, there was a match no one expected. She was unrelated, a different blood type, and a female. But the transplant took, and 6 years later, they met for the first time.
And we both came on stage, and I cried like a baby. Just
the first thing I could do, I started to cry. To go through such a painful, procedure for somebody that she wouldn't know and somebody that she doesn't know,
Denise may be a hero in the eyes of many.
His parents presented me this award.
But her true hero is Enrique.
I always have thanked him because I feel like he changed my life. I've changed since the donation, and I'm thankful to him for fighting and for surviving and this connection that we now have. I'm just really grateful for the whole experience.
Corey Rose, 9 News.
Enrique is now 23, 8 years in remission. The chance of him ever getting leukemia again is less than 5%. So we're going to talk a little bit about bone marrow, being a donor, and Jessica Maitland is joining us from Bonfils. And Jessica, thanks for being here.
Thank you, you bet.
We see that, and you said it's so funny how interesting that you look at them. They almost look like brother and sister.
Yeah, it was such an amazing night when they both met because you could it felt like they were meant to be, and they looked so similar. And if you think about it, you have to match somebody almost identically to be their donor. So you're going to have similarities, but to see it right in front of you is amazing.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.